Dear students, we move on to the next important lesson. The name of the lesson is Horagallu by Sudha Murthy. Already I have given you an idea chart in the last class. I sent you the important points written on a whiteboard. I think most of you have copied these points. Now I come across the story of the lesson, and it is a very interesting story written by Sudha Murthy, a famous Kannada writer and a prolific writer in English and in Kannada. A very important writer. She was born in North Karnataka, and in this lesson, Horagallu, she has come up with her sweet memories of her childhood days. In this story, the writer has focused mainly on two important incidents. It is a real story based on two real incidents in her life. This story, Horagallu, has two parts. The first important part is the first important incident. Sudha Murthy has mentioned about her childhood memories of her grandfather, who was a retired school teacher and a knowledgeable person. And Sudha Murthy says that every day she used to go near a Horagallu in her village. What is a Horagallu? I told you in the beginning, Horagallu is a flat stone bench where people can sit and take rest. You might have seen such Horagallus in your place sometimes. In the olden days, Horagallus were very common, but nowadays very rarely you can see such Horagallus in our villages. Some of the villages, some of the places in Kerala, you might have heard such names like Attani, Puttanathani, Rendathani. This Attani is the Malayalam word for Horagallu. You might have seen a flat stone bench where people can sit and take rest. Normally, laborers, coolies, people carrying heavy loads of goods on their head, they may come up and sit and occupy on the Horagallu, and after spending some time over there, they continue with their journey. Sudha Murthy says that there was a large banyan tree in her village. The tree looked like a massive umbrella, and there was a large Horagallu near the tree. Every day, Sudha Murthy, when she was a small girl, used to go near the Horagallu along with her grandfather, who was a retired teacher. And she used to play with her friends near the Horagallu, under the banyan tree. At that time, she had watched what was going on there between his grandfather and some of the weary travelers who used to sit on the Horagallu. She noticed her grandfather very patiently listening to some of the workers over there. They were workers or laborers carrying heavy loads of goods on their shoulder or on their heads. When they reached near the Horegallu, they used to take a break so that they put the heavy loads of things on the Horegallu. And there was an earthen pot near the Horegallu, and in that earthen pot cool water is kept. The tired travelers who were actually going to the market for selling their goods, they used to take cool water from the earthen pot and used to drink. In the meanwhile, they share their worries and troubles and miseries of their life with the grandfather. Sudhamurti says that her grandfather is very patient, very sympathetic with all these travelers, so that they may share their worries and their personal things with a grandfather. Her grandfather was a good listener. As a result of listening to the problems of the poor laborers, these laborers were really relieved of their tensions and daily worries. And after exchanging their family backgrounds and their day to day life with my grandfather, they continue with their journey. They take the heavy loads of goods once again on their shoulder or on their head, and they may continue with their long journey to the marketplaces. This is the first incident in our Sudhamurti shares in the first part of the lesson named Horegallu. Thank you.